All right, you guys, get ready because this episode is going to be a good one, man. Now, this ain't going to be one of the regular 15-minute videos, man. Y'all sit down, get you some food, get comfortable, relax, take a look on that big screen TV because I'm about to put it down. The title of this video is, one is looking for love, the other is looking for a way out. The question is, can you tell which one is which? Most foreigners can't. In fact, most foreigners don't even know there is a difference. Because what most men really want isn't just love, they want certainty. They want to know they're not getting played. And if you've never dated outside your race, if you've never even left your country, then everything you're seeing right now feels exciting and terrifying at the same time. But before this video is over, you'll understand why two women from the same country can come from two completely different worlds. And you'll find out who's really looking for love and who's really looking for a way out. So make sure you stick around till the end. Let's talk about the part everybody wants to know. What's the difference? Which women are more beautiful? Which women are thicker? Which women are more traditional? Which women have the darker, exotic look? Which women are more likely to love you? And which women are more likely to take you to the cleaner? So alive. We're gonna break it all the way down. But first, let me ask you something. If I put two beautiful Thai women side by side, same age, same outfit, same hairstyle, same makeup, one from the big city and the one from the rural countryside, how would you know which one is which? You wouldn't. Most foreigners don't even know there is a difference. A lot of guys come to Thailand and think Thai is Thai. They don't even realize they're completely different cultures, lifestyles, accents, food, ways of thinking, depending on where somebody grew up. And guess what? If those two women are dressed the same, most Thai people wouldn't know either until they start talking. That's when everything changes. The accent is different. The words are different. The food is different. Sometimes they use completely different words to describe the exact same thing. Just like back home. We hear somebody talking and after a couple minutes, you start figuring it out. They from the big city, they from a small town, they country, or somewhere in between. Thailand works the same way. Now let's go a little deeper. Throughout much of Asia, lighter skin has traditionally been considered the beauty standard. You see it in Thailand and in Korea, China, especially on television. Models, billboards, commercials, fair skin is everywhere. But a lot of us from all over the world outside of Asia are looking for the darker Thai women with the bronze skin tone, with the jet black hair, the kind that look like they've been laying out by the pool or at the beach instead of hiding from the sun. And that's cool because everybody likes something different. That's why there are menus at restaurants. And speaking of restaurants, when it comes to people from the big city and the people from the rural countryside, the food is different too. People from the big city generally eat milder foods. People from the rural areas, some of them eat food so spicy, it'll make your eyes water before you finish the first bite, especially in Isan. These folks like their spice level at a 10. Like I said, the culture is different, family structure is different, the opportunities are different, the expectations are different, and the sacrifices are different. So before we start talking about who's more loyal or who's more traditional or who's looking for love and who's looking for a way out, let's start with where these women actually come from. Because if you understand where somebody comes from, you'll have a much better chance of understanding who they are. Let's start with the women from the big city. And by the way, if you're enjoying this type of content, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Most of the people watching these videos aren't even subscribed. And if you're trying to understand Thailand beyond the tourist traps, you're in the right place. Now let's get back to the women from the big city, Bangkok. first thing most foreigners notice is how put together they are. The way they dress, the way they carry themselves, the way they speak. A lot of these women grew up around shopping malls, universities, office buildings, and modern conveniences. Many of them have college degrees. Many of them speak good English. Many of them work in offices, banks, hospitals, hotels, schools, and corporate jobs. They're used to traffic. They're used to technology. They're used to the city life. And because of that, they tend to have a different outlook on life. Now, before anybody jumps in the comments, that don't make them any better, but it don't make them any worse either. A woman who grows up in Bangkok isn't dealing with the same realities as somebody growing up in a small farming village hundreds of miles away. Her opportunities are different. Her education is different. Her social circle is different. Her expectations are different. And that's important because one of the biggest mistakes foreigners make is assuming all Thai women think the same. Well, they don't. Not even close. Some women dream of building a career. Some women dream of building a family. Some want both, just like anywhere else in the world. Now, when it comes to dating, a lot of foreigners think the city girl is the safer choice. Why? Because she has her own job, her own income, her own apartment, her own life. And on the surface, that makes perfect sense. But here's where things start to get interesting. Because women from the big city aren't usually looking for somebody to rescue them. They're not trying to escape the rice field. They're not trying to escape poverty. Most of them already have options. A lot of options. Which means if you're going to date a woman from the big city, you better bring more to the table than just a passport and a pension. Because she's already seen those things before. What a lot of these big city women are looking for isn't a provider. They're looking for a partner. Somebody they can talk to. Somebody who respects them. Somebody who sees them as more than just a pretty face. And that's where a lot of foreigners get it twisted because they show up thinking they're the prize. Then they meet a successful woman from Bangkok who has her own money, her own friends, her own career, and her own options, and suddenly the rules are different. You're competing with a modern Thai woman that doesn't care about your money. She cares about finding somebody she can build something with, somebody she can grow with, somebody she can trust. And if your presence doesn't improve her life, she's perfectly comfortable living it without you. Now that's the big city woman. Now let's head out to the countryside because this is where things get really interesting. You immediately think rice fields, buffalo, farm life, poor villages, and to be fair, a lot of that is true, but that's only one part of the story. The first thing you have to understand is that many of these women grow up in a completely different environment from the women in Bangkok. Different opportunities, different resources, different expectations, different responsibilities. A lot of these women grow up surrounded by family, like Yai. Yai means grandma. Ta, I think that's how you pronounce it, means grandpa. All right, hold on, let me find out from Elle. All right, Elle, how do you say grandma?
Yai.
Yai? How you say grandpa?
Ta.
Ta. So grandma's Yai, grandpa Ta. Kap kung kap. You got aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody knows everybody. And from a very young age, family isn't just important, family is everything. So now, here's where some of you drop the ball. When they see an Isan woman sending money home to their parents, they immediately think somebody's getting scammed. But that's not how most Thai people see it. They see it as responsibility. They see it as gratitude. They see it as taking care of the people who took care of you. And that mindset runs deep, much deeper than most foreigners realize. Because unlike a lot of Western countries, there's no government check showing up every month to say today. There's no EBT cards. There's no SNAP.
Okay, y'all just mad because I get 3 canned food stamps. So what? I get all kind of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills. I'm on government assistance. My son back there with his snacks.
I just got a letter from DHS. They have cut off my food stamps, cash assistance, disability for me, all 6 of my kids, and my Section 8. What do they expect me to do? I can't go out and get a job.
If grandma gets sick, the family handles it. If mom needs help, the family handles it. If the roof starts leaking, the family handles it. They get it out of the mud. That's why you'll see women leave small villages and head to Bangkok or Pattaya or Phuket. Not because they're trying to become rich, not because they're chasing luxury. Most of the time, they're chasing opportunity. They're trying to build a better life for the people they love. And that's a completely different conversation than what a lot of people online want to have. Because it's easier to call somebody a scammer or a prostitute or a working girl or a 304 than it is to understand their situation. Now, does that mean you can trust a big button to smile? Absolutely not.
Never trust a big button to smile. That girl is poison.
But if you don't understand the sacrifice, you'll never understand the person. Because while some people see a beautiful young woman working in a bar, her family might see the daughter that's paying for medicine, the granddaughter helping rebuild a house, the sister helping send a younger sibling to school. And whether you agree with it or not, that's the reality for a lot of families. And here's where your arrogance can get the best of you. You think all of these so-called bar girls are all the same. Every week there's a blue bus that brings people from the rural areas to the big city. Did you know that some of them go right back a week later? They can't stomach what it takes to make this kind of money to take care of their families. Yes, the money is good, especially compared to what they used to having, but some women just aren't cut out for that. Also, a lot of these women aren't looking for somebody to save them. They've been surviving their entire lives. They're looking for somebody who won't play games with them. One thing I've learned about living in Thailand is this. In Thailand, you get exactly what you want by telling the truth. If you're looking for a wife, say that. If you're looking for a serious relationship, say that. If you're just a butterfly going from flower to flower, you can say that too. But a lot of men are so used to lying their way into the box, they think they need to do that here too, but they don't. And when people get lied to enough, that's when their heart gets hard, that's when the walls go up, that's when the games begin. And that's when good people start assuming everybody's a scammer. That's when relationships start becoming transactional instead of partnerships. And when you understand that sacrifice and you start understanding something a lot of foreigners never fully grasp, why family means so much in Thailand, why loyalty means so much in Thailand, and why one simple Thai word explains almost everything we've been talking about. How you say it, El?
Katanyu.
Katanyu. Say it again.
Katanyu.
If you never heard that word before, don't worry, because that's exactly where we're going next. And if you enjoy these deeper conversations, consider becoming a Patreon member. That's where I share the stuff I can't always fit into YouTube videos. But let's keep going, because we're about to bring it all home.
You better come get your one. Thai versus East. Thai versus East. Thai versus East. You better come get your one. You better come get your one. Thai versus East Side. Who you got? Thai versus East Side. Who you got? Thai versus East Side. Who you got? You better come get your one.
Global citizens, if you haven't heard that word before, you're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
Because it might be one of the most important words you'll ever learn if you're serious about understanding Thailand and Thai culture. Katanyu is the idea that you never forget the people who helped raise you. Your parents, your grandparents, your family, the people who sacrificed so you could have a better life. And when you understand that, a lot of things start to make sense. You start understanding why a woman sends money home. You start understanding why she calls her mother every day. You start understanding why family opinions carry so much weight. Because from a Thai perspective, taking care of your family isn't a burden, it's an honor. In the West, we're not taught to think like that. Move out, be your own person, don't depend on nobody. In Thailand, they think different. Success isn't measured by what you have, it's measured by what you give back. I'm not saying every Thai person thinks exactly like this, because they don't, just like Americans don't. But these cultural values are a lot stronger here than many foreigners realize. And then there's another word you need to understand: face. Saving face. Saving face means preserving dignity, preserving respect, avoiding unnecessary embarrassment for yourself, for your family, for the people around you. That's why you'll see Thai people avoid direct confrontation whenever possible. That's why you'll sometimes hear maybe when they really mean no. There's a woman in my Patreon, I'm not going to tell you guys her name, but if you're a Patreon member, you already know exactly who I'm talking about. I've talked about her before, I've shown her before. She's never told me no, not once, but I never got any closer than those pictures. And those weren't pictures she necessarily sent me. Those are pictures she posted publicly. I can't remember the last time I heard a Thai woman give a man a hard no. In the comment section, let me know if you've ever heard a Thai woman give you a hard no. I haven't, and that's not usually how they get down out here. So let me give you some free game. Not just for Thailand, but anywhere in the world. When somebody likes you, they make time for you. If you've known somebody for weeks, months, or even years, and they never have time for you, take that as a no and keep it pushing. All you're doing is postponing the inevitable and frustrating yourself at the same time. And here's the beautiful part. In Thailand, for every no you get, if your vibe is right and your energy is right, that means you're just that much closer to a yes. Because you're judging the situation through a Western lens, not a Thai one. And this is where relationships start getting complicated. Because a foreign man may think he's being direct, while a Thai woman thinks he's being rude. A foreign man may think he's being honest, while a Thai woman thinks he's causing her to lose face. Neither person is necessarily wrong, they're just speaking two different cultural languages. And when nobody understands the language, everybody starts making assumptions. Then that's where the arguments happen. Then the resentment builds. And that's where trust breaks down. And once trust is broken, everything else becomes harder. But none of this matters if you keep making the same mistakes. Because I see the same thing happening over and over again. Good men come to Thailand, make avoidable mistakes, and then blame everybody except themselves. Some of them get played, some of them get used, some of them talk themselves right out of a good relationship, and some of them become the sucker everybody saw coming except them. So let's talk about it, because the next chapter might save you a whole lot of time and money and a whole lot of heartache. Now let's talk about how you can fumble the relationship, because I see the same mistakes over and over again. And the biggest one, a lot of men confuse being a good person with being a sucker. Those are not the same thing. A good person does things out of the kindness of his heart. A sucker knows they're being taken advantage of and still allows the person to run the play on. That's the difference, a big difference. Now, before some of y'all get mad, think about it. How many times have you heard a guy complain that a woman played him right after he ignored every red flag in front of him? She didn't make him ignore the red flags. He chose to ignore them because he wanted the fantasy more than he wanted the truth. And women can spot that from a mile away. Not just Thai women, women, period. If you're lonely, they can see it. If you're desperate, they can see it. If you're trying to buy affection, they can see it. And once people realize you'll tolerate anything, some people will take advantage of it. Not because they're evil, but because human nature is human nature. And if they don't take advantage of it, somebody else will. That's why I always tell you guys, be a good man. Don't be a sucker. And here's another mistake. Respect. A lot of foreigners come to Thailand and forget how to act. They do things they could never do back home. Walking around with cameras, putting them in faces, recording strangers, thinking because they're on vacation, the rules don't apply to them. But they do. Just because somebody smiles at you doesn't mean they want to be filmed. Just because somebody is friendly doesn't mean they want to be on YouTube. Just because somebody works in a bar doesn't mean they've given up their right to privacy. And a lot of these women have families, and a lot of these women have reputations. And a lot of these women have people back home who have no idea what they're doing in the city for their family. Saving face matters. Respect matters. There's a reason some women don't want cameras in their faces. There's a reason why you don't want cameras in your face. And there's a reason some women don't want their business all over the internet. If you don't understand that, you're going to create problems where none need to exist. I make sure whenever I'm filming anybody, I try to get their permission first, or I don't show their face. Now, here's where things really get interesting. Because up to this point, we've been talking about the women from the big city, the women from the countryside, the culture, the family, the sacrifices. But what if we've been asking the wrong question the whole time? What if the person looking for a way out isn't the women? What if it's y'all? And that's exactly where we're heading to next. All right, now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Because up until now, we spent a lot of time talking about the women. But let's see who's really looking for a way out. Because not every woman is looking for a husband, but not every man is looking for a wife either. Some men come to Thailand looking for love. Some men come to Thailand looking for peace. Some men come to Thailand looking for adventure. And some men come to Thailand looking for a way out. I do consultations all the time, and let me tell you something, guys. When I do my consultations, most of these people want out. I would say 90% of my consultations, people are looking for a way out, man. This is just real. They want a way out of a bad relationship, a way out of loneliness, a way out of stress, a way out of life they no longer recognize. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. And by the way, if that's you, book a consultation. I can help you with that, get you all the way right. But anyway, the problem starts when people lie about it. A man who says he's looking for a wife, but he's acting like a tourist. A woman says she's looking for love, but she's acting like a businesswoman. And eventually, the truth always shows up. Because you can only play a role for so long.
Everybody plays a fool sometimes.
This is where a lot of people get Thailand wrong. They act like all the games are only being played on one side. Some women are playing games, some men are playing games. Some women are selling dreams, some men are buying dreams. They always say I'm selling dreams, by the way. Some women are pretending to be exclusive. Some men are pretending to be serious. Human beings are human beings. And if you spend enough time on this earth, you already know that. Now, before anybody gets upset, I'm not saying all women, not all. I'm not saying not all men. I'm saying people. Because the same thing that happens in Bangkok happens in Chicago. The same thing that happens in Pattaya can happen in LA. The same thing that happens in Phuket happens in Miami. Different language, different culture, same human nature. And that's why I keep telling guys, stop looking for perfect. Perfect does not exist. Start looking for honest, because honest gives you a chance. And dishonest eventually reveals itself, but every single time. Now, we talked about the women, we talked about the men, we talked about the culture, we talked about the mistakes. So there's only one question left. When it comes to women from the big city and women from the countryside, who's really looking for love and who's really looking for a way out? Let's answer that right now. And if you made it this far, drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. Because what I'm about to tell you next is where most people completely miss out. After all these years living in Thailand, talking to thousands of foreigners, meeting women in Bangkok, women from Pattaya, women from Phuket, women from Isan, here's what I learned. The answer is there is no one answer. And that's the point. I know that's not the sexy answer. I know some of y'all want me to tell you city girls are all one way and village girls are all another way. Life doesn't work like that. People don't work like that. I met women from Bangkok that are loyal to the core. I've met women from small villages that will run game on you before breakfast. I've met city women that wanted nothing more than a husband and a family, and I've met countryside women that wanted absolutely nothing to do with marriage. I've also met foreign men who come to Thailand looking for love and found it. I've met foreign men who came to Thailand looking for a way out and found that too. The truth is, your zip code doesn't determine your character. Your heart does. Your values do. Your actions do. Now, does where somebody comes from matter? Of course it does. Culture matters, family matters, life experience matters. The way somebody was raised matters. All of that matters. But none of it tells you everything you need to know about a person. You still have to pay attention. You still have to ask questions. You still have to use common sense. And most importantly, you have to stop looking for shortcuts, because that's what this conversation is really about. People want to know which women are thicker, which women are more traditional, which women have a dark, exotic look, which women are more likely to stay, and which women are more likely to leave. And the answer is the same answer it's been from the beginning. It depends on the woman, not the zip code, not the province, not the stereotypes, the woman. Because at the end of the day, Bangkok isn't a personality. Isan isn't a personality. Pattaya isn't a personality. A human being is a personality. And the sooner you understand that, the better your chances of finding what you're actually looking for. Whether that's love, peace, friendship, or a fresh start. And maybe, just maybe, that's the biggest lesson of this entire documentary. The city girl isn't automatically looking for a husband. The country girl isn't automatically looking for a way out. And the foreign man isn't always looking for love. Sometimes he's looking for a way out too. A way out of stress, a way out of loneliness, a way out of some routine he's been living for years. And if that's you, maybe it's time to stop watching everybody else's journey and start your own. Come see Thailand for yourself. Come meet the people, experience the culture, taste the food, and see what the hype is all about. Hit the hype button, you guys, if you can. If you got the hype button, hit that hype button for your boy one time. And if you'd like to do it with a group of great people, check out ZoomFest, because reading about Thailand and living Thailand are two completely different things. Now, real quick, because you guys stayed all the way to the end, I'm going to give you guys my personal takeaway. We're going to go back to the shallow part. What's better, Thai or Isan? Who's finer? Who has this? This is my personal opinion. Now, this is to me, I personally like the women from Isan better. I'll tell you why. Not all, because I've met some really beautiful, some really cool Thai women. But something about Isan, that's where you find the darker brown skin. That's where you find the thicker ones. The ones that'll get up and get the chickens and do all the labor work, and they don't mind and they don't complain, man. They ride buffaloes. They're more like down-to-earth country girls. Like in the States, we would always say, before we knew about traveling and getting out the matrix, we knew the last place to find a good woman back in the day was in the country. We knew city girls were too slick, too fast, so we go to the country. We go to Atlanta, we go to Texas, we go to Florida. We find places in the country where women were still the type of women we were looking for. But of course, the internet killed all that. So now for us in Thailand, Isan is where you're going to find what you're looking for. In my personal opinion, don't get me wrong. Some people want a woman that's going to have a bunch of money and a nice car and don't really need you. And they like that. You keep your money and she keep her money, and y'all can do that. Me personally, as a man, I'm old fashioned. I like to be the leader, the provider, and the protector. That's just me. And then I like a woman to wait on me hand and foot and take care of me like I take care of her. I just like that kind of balance. That's just me personally. But I had to give you guys that because you guys stayed to the end. So with that being said, y'all know what I'm about to say. Love each other, respect each other, and protect each other. See you tomorrow.
Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. I like the cash, I like the cars, I like the clothes, I like the work, I like the perks, I like the shows, I like the blow, I like the herbs, I like the snow, but I don't like the cops or the jails or the POs. I like the girls, I like the head, I like the throat, I like the ones who love to gag and start to choke. Damn. I like the shy, I like the more, I like the bold, but I don't like the dry or the ones who run from pole. No. I like the dance, I like the shake, I like the groove, I like the drink, I like the wine, I like the booze, I like the whites, I like the Asians, I like the youths, but I don't like the whack or the ones who got no moves. I like the long, I like the short, I like the real, I like the fake, I like the make, I like the feels, I like the dark, I like the tan, I like the pale, but I don't like the broke or the ones who got no spray. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works.
It's the Richie Mac Show.